In what way can sharing personal information damage you? Sharing personal information can damage you in a number of ways. These be including strangers knowing who you are, identity theft, and of course, psychological trauma. Pew Research even did a study on Facebook users and found that 69% of them were sharing their private information. Why is social media such an integral part of our lives today? Well, for starters, social media is mainly based around the younger generation. According to Ofcom, 90% of 16 to 24-year-olds in the UK use social media at least once a week. Social media is also being used as a source of information by a lot of people. Others could also see it as a competition. But most importantly, social media helps us connect with people all across the world. Is privacy such an important part of social media? Privacy is important because social media depends on it. We need it when we talk to our families, talk to our friends. Unfortunately, social media is changing. Optical Cortex did an experiment with around 24,000 people. 28% had private accounts on social media, while the other 72% did not. Why do people expose themselves online in the first place? Well, firstly, it mostly depends on the individual. Some people are more impulsive than others. Also, it depends on what the individual is doing. Social media also increases oxytocin levels by 13%, which makes the individual 50% more likely to be impulsive online. Trusting organizations with our online information. Our population is growing by 2% every year. This means that our world is getting bigger and bigger. This means that Facebook, Google, and other tech giants only collect information on a global scale, not on a personal scale. Why do institutions find value in our personal information? Your personal data is sold to data brokers. Data brokers are third-party websites that aggregate our personal data. The data is then either used for ad trafficking, ad preference, or data collection, depending on the company at hand. How has the Facebook scandal affected people's trust in privacy policy agreements? A privacy policy is a statement or a legal documentation that discloses some or all the ways a party manages the individual's personal data. 97% of Americans do not read the privacy policy before agreeing to it. This can change, however, due to the Cambridge Analytica scandal with Facebook, which exposed 87 million Facebook users and their private information. How does the perception of privacy online lull us into a false sense of security? It starts with trust. Trust is created over many years. We trust major tech companies because they have been consistent and truthful. But following the major scandal with Facebook, many users are starting to question if this trust is just an illusion.